Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Husky, get ready.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They feed him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Cavaliers want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking deep. Makes a catch past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Get set.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
And the Cavaliers are threatening on 1st and goal.
Husker, Wildcat.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense.
No doubt. Over. Reverse.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's go.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Ready? Ho, ho, ho. Make it
First
happen.
down to start the drive after the break.
Ready? Set. Animal, animal. Monster, monster. Patriot, patriot.
He's gonna pass. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Takes the handoff. It's Cooper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Trying to pick up a first down.
All right.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for a 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ready.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Red 54.
He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Let's go.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
Trailer.
Dropping back, it's Garbers. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The quick out. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try and put some points on the board.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his tight end. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Blue 22.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch, called for and made. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime, too.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback.
Yes, sir. GG's, bro.
Kanye Spears about his daughter's